All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Hourglass Podcast. And today we're going to do a double wrap up. So we had the past weekend, we had the Western Australia show, and then we had the South Australia show on the following day. So we're going to try and squeeze them all in. But we'll only be wrapping up Bikini, Fit Model, and Wellness from both shows. Just because that is our target audience. That's who you listen to. So we'll start with Western Australia. We'll start with a Fit Model. And who have we got on here at the moment, Kareem?
Alrighty,
Masters?
let's get into it. So I think they brought out the whole true novice, and masters all in one because there was only one masters competitor. This was Candice Williams. And so in this replay here, Candice is in the purple on the right.
Oh, yep. So she's the master. Yep. Okay. So yeah, obviously she's takes that one out. And then we have Grace Ogle and Geordie Barnes. Oh, hang on, turn the sound off. Let's have a look at the back pose. It's always tough. I remember we said this last year with the camera angle. You know, the Western Australia camera angle. They need to drop it back down to closer to stage height so that we can, just purely for us, not for anyone else.
Just for our wrap-ups, actually.
That's really all it's for, really. Or they could provide us with a private stream of a better angle, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just start commentating at the shows.
Yeah.
We should.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Actually.
Give us some mics, sit us front and center.
Live commentary.
Gee, they'd be in for a ride, the audience.
Yeah. That would actually be cool, though, if you had commentators on the shows.
I love that. It happens so
sick.
often in overseas shows. It's my favorite.
It's
I'm
the
like,
best.
oh, who are they talking about?
It does add an element, especially for people who don't know anything about what they're watching. Like, I remember, it took a long time of watching Bikini and you know, bodybuilding in general to really understand what they were judging and how they were judging it. You know, so yeah, it definitely helps if you hear someone discussing why the judges move things around. It would be cool. But anyway,
pitch it.
Yeah, we'll pitch it. Even for the nationals, maybe.
That would be so cool.
It'd be very cool.
Oh my gosh. I'd get very loud. I'd get very riled up.
You know how they do the football commentating where it's they're actually screaming? It's like that. It's like, first call out, oh my God. She's holding the pose. Yeah, she's passing it on up the side.
Beautiful transition.
Beautiful transition. Yeah, that would be pretty gangster. Anyway, let's stay on topic. Okay, so what do you reckon here? It's just a glute density thing, yeah?
I believe so. You know what, Bart? I do really like Geordie's front pose. Ooh.
Okay, let's go back to the front pose here.
I love her front pose.
I haven't seen Grace compete before. Is she from? Do you know anything about Grace?
I do not know. Let me have a looky.
So even when they do that transition, yeah, actually, Geordie's front pose is killer.
It's
sure.
Gangster, hey.
Yeah,
it's so nice.
It does look very Fit Model.
It's giving old school Bikini, Ashley Cutwasser. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that bikini as well. It's what is that? It's got a pattern on it.
It's metallic.
Oh yeah, it's just the lighting. It's just kind of making
holographic,
it look...
maybe.
Yeah, pretty cool.
It's gorge.
Yeah. So look, that's definitely a battle of the rear poses because the front pose I would actually have put Geordie in first there, but it may look different from the judges table. That's the thing. It's even just her shoulder. It looks, her shoulder's rounder. She's got more quad density or just better conditions to the front. So it may just be simply they're on par from the front, and then when they turn to the back, it's Grace takes it. It's hard to say from that angle. But from this angle, it's a tough one for the front pose.
They're both very strong.
Yep. But then both, all three in this class need to build a little bit more density through the glutes. I'd say all three need a little bit more conditioning as well.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yep. It's a tough one because, again, at this point, as an amateur, at first show, you're trying to find where your body likes to be, and balancing that with, if I push too hard with condition, I obviously lose the fat and then I can't gain the fat back. That's the danger with these classes, is once you've lost the fat, you can't add fat back very easily in a prep. So you don't want to lose the fat if you over diet. But let's move to open. So then we move
into opens where Larissa's just cleaned it up. Exactly what we're talking about here. Just like a little bit more density, a little bit more conditions.
Yep. So
she looks awesome.
Is this the? Yeah. Hang on. How did we skip that? Gee, they're not on stage very long.
Nah, they've cleared through these songs. But I was very excited to see Larissa back. I remember she competed back in season 8.
Yeah.
Looked awesome. She was one of my faves, for sure.
Hang on. What's going on here? There we go. Okay, I'll pause it there. Yeah, see, she's the only one that's really dipping into that glute to show that shape from the front. I feel like a lot of girls aren't doing that enough. They're not showing that front glute, in the front pose. Because it does make the waist look smaller when you do that.
Yeah, it's showing up your assets.
I haven't heard that in a while.
So as I had to.
And I got to remember too, like the judges are looking up at you, so if they don't see the glute, they can't tell you have it in the front. So then when you turn to the back, it's like, they already have like their eye on someone. But yeah, you can see that extra conditioning there.
And I have a question.
Oh yeah.
Does Larissa have a 6-pack?
Oh, okay. Let's see when she transitions.
No, not so much actually.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not etched. It's borderline. It's borderline. But I would say that's, going off what they're awarding in the pro cards and things like that. This is very good condition for fit model. It's borderline,
no,
but
I agree.
I'd be careful with it. It's the tough thing is I can tell that she needs to be a little bit harder through the back, but I can also tell that if she gets any harder, she's going to be harder in the midsection as well. Yeah. So it's kind of like at that point I would be thinking, okay, well, probably just needs a little bit more density to be able to manage that distribution. So as you're getting leaner, you can get leaner quicker if you have more density. Yeah, it'd be interesting to know that was a pretty easy win though in terms of like overall shape and balance and conditioning.
She's beautiful. She's a gorgeous girl.
Let's watch the routine.
For her.
Yeah, it's like it epitomizes fit model in my opinion. It's like
just model thing.
Yeah. The good amount of size in the shoulders, but not too much capping. The fuller legs, she's got quads, she's got hamstrings.
The hair is back.
The waist is small. Like she's not overly developed to the midsection. Like it's on point in my opinion. It just needs a little bit more condition in the posterior.
She looks so good.
If she can keep everything as it is and just be harder through the hamstrings and glutes, like I don't see anyone touching that really.
She looks awesome. She looks so good.
Okay, so where are we at next? We go straight to wellness. Wellness true novice.
All right, so wellness true novice. We have got Jessica in first place, Temo in second place, and Jessica Clark. So 2 Jessicas. Jessica Clark in third place.
Oh yeah. Yeah, how do you say that? Temo. It has to be.
Temo?
Temo.
Temo?
So, okay, so...
Sorry, Temo. Sorry, my girl. You let us know.
So, hang on. How do I make this bigger? One sec. I'll go back to this.
Oh, wow. These guys don't come to play.
Can you still see it?
Yep.
Okay, so looking at that rear pose. So we got first on the right there. I mean, that's pretty, just straight off the bat, you can just see the conditioning. I mean, without even looking at the shape or proportion or anything like that. That's straight away what it gets the judge's eye. You know, and then who's second as far, it's the one next to her, the lighter.
Yeah, second is right next to her.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is just order of conditioning, really.
Yeah, I agree with
See
that.
what they look like when they turn around. I would like her to have longer hair, though. It does take away from, because if you have longer hair, it doesn't hide, doesn't sort of blend the quads in, but it definitely blends the physique together. It's kind of like the bridge between the upper body and lower body. Even though there's like asymmetry, it makes it look more feminine versus like there's too much muscle to look at. So I don't know how hair works in that sense. Like, can she get extensions with that hair like that?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. They just need to be blended, right? Like maybe she could put some curls in there and bun them out.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Definitely.
ultimately, like when I'm looking at this, it's like my eyes get much more drawn towards the back instead of like
That's right.
the legs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that's all it is, really, just to kind of, instead of take away from your shape, you want it to complement your shape.
Yeah. And like there's that asymmetry, obviously, with top being certain development and lower body being bigger. And you sort of, when you're showing the back muscle, like you said, it's like, it's kind of hiding that asymmetry in a way. Like it's not, you're not highlighting the asymmetry, sorry. You're showing muscle and you don't want to do that. So if she was up against someone with the hair covering the back, she would be at a disadvantage, I'd say.
She does look awesome, but holy moly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Very well conditioned.
Yeah,
good
look
shape.
at the lat conditioning is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah, and I love the oil. I love seeing the oil as well. Like when people use the oil, it makes the muscles pop and everything. So yeah, I'm interested to see what the feedback is, if the judges even say that. I'm sure they probably comment on it in a small way, but and then for Timo, awesome shape, just needs the conditioning.
I love her front pose. It's beautiful.
Yeah. It's hard to hit that and look, like not overly
stunning.
muscular or something like that. Sometimes it's easy to look very quad dominant or shoulders are too big or something, but definitely built for wellness and has all the muscle there. Just needs to be more conditioned.
Absolutely. All right. Cool.
Going to...
So we've got wellness, novice, and open.
Oh, yeah.
So first place, we've got Jessica again. Beautiful. Second place, we've got Joe. Third place, we have Marielle. So 2 new girlies in here.
Okay, let's go to that class, actually. Anyway. Wow.
Yeah. A lot of wellness girls.
Yeah.
Pop off, WA.
So we have, so Joe's here in the red. And then we got Marielle is this one in the pink. And then we have Jess here again. And the girls, the Timo who placed second in the last class just get pushed out because of her conditioning. So I think we'll see that when they turn around here.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, you can see it straight away in that rear shot.
Joe's really impressive though.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
She's really good.
Yeah, well, okay.
So chat to me about why he thinks, what's the difference between first and second?
Well, it's just a conditioning thing again. Like in that position, Jess Starkey is closer to the ideal conditioning, and she still has all the muscle. So it's kind of like in that sense, they're overlooking the fact that they can see the back, and they're just going for the presentation of the physique. So I think that Joe's very good. I think she just needs to be a little bit harder still. And you can see from the front, in the front pose, if you go back to the side pose, sorry, she actually beats Jess there, in my opinion. But obviously when you go pose by pose, they're going to do the total, And I would say also be careful of the shoulder. Like this shoulder kind of looks very round and capped and almost looks quite balanced there in some of these shots. Whereas Jess is managing to make that look imbalanced still. So I don't know if it's just Joe's width.
No, you know what I see from here? If you go to their rear pose, I think Jess has a little bit more quad. Jess has a little bit more quad over Joe. A little bit.
Yeah, I'm struggling to remember who's Jess and who's Joe as well. I keep saying the opposite. Jess, yes. Yeah, Jess has more quads. Yeah, definitely. She's more balanced in the legs, in her whole lower body, for sure. But only in the rear pose. Like, Joe, yeah. Joe in the transitions and the side poses is still very balanced. So it's just that rear pose. Maybe there's an adjustment that you can make to the rear pose to show more quad. Because you can see Jess really flaring the quads out.
Yeah, she looks like she's pushing them out.
But even there, Jess is harder in the quads, more separation. Probably it looks like a smaller waist in that shot too. It's hard to see from this angle though.
I mean, a very impressive top three, but really, they look awesome.
Yeah, 100%. And then we'll see the pose when they turn around again. Putting them side by side. Yeah. Yeah, definitely with the quads for sure. But you can just see the conditioning and fullness. So in that particular pose, Jess is just a lot fuller and harder in every capacity. So it's hard to not give her that. Marielle's good as well. She just has a thicker waist in the front, so it needs to change maybe the way she stands a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like maybe because they did work them a lot here. I think she's possibly getting a little bit tired towards the end of this as well.
Yeah, like here you can see she's sort of like not in the right position.
Yeah, she could also bring out a little bit more leg in that rear pose, I reckon.
The rear pose?
Yeah, just to give her a little bit more of an edge.
Yep.
So a little bit wider stance, push those quads out.
Man, look at her. Look at Jess's back there. That's crazy.
Shred goals.
I like the hair, but I definitely would like to see it longer.
No, the hair, it really suits her. I just think it would complement probably a little bit better if it was long.
Yeah, 100%. All right. Good.
That's wellness. Done.
Let's go to Bikini.
Okay, Bikini Juniors. We have 2 girls. First place Matilda, second place Alexa.
Fast forward to it.
The guy?
Yeah. That's his nickname, right?
Oh, I was like, I hope you're not talking about one of the girls.
No. Man,
that's
look
Big
at
Chungus. I'd die. I'd simply pass away.
That's his coaching name. His coaching brand is Big Chungus Coaching.
Oh, okay. Love that. Pop off.
So which one's Matilda here?
So Matilda's in the green.
Okay, yeah. Crazy structure, eh?
Awesome. Yeah. Really cool.
Yeah, definitely a standout in those two, like just from a structure standpoint. I think Alexa could fix up her posing a bit though. She needs to open up a bit.
I agree.
Like just in general, like push the glutes more, open up the shoulders more, hold the waist tighter. Because like seeing the waist from that particular angle, you're seeing it from front to back, not on like a slight rotated position that's going to show less size. And then, so yeah, I think simply a posing adjustment there would help a lot.
Yes, I do agree here.
I don't know why some girls stand really side, like they have their foot completely facing sideways.
It's one of my personal icks, honestly. I mean, unless you have like absolutely zero quad at all, which is
Yeah, it's
fairly
possible.
hard to do.
Yeah, yeah. I understand, but it's just like it doesn't ever really lend to a lot of benefit. Like it might look better from a like a check-in standpoint, but on stage it just never looks good. You want to have that sort of separation between the hamstring and quad that you can only get when you sort of rotate across your foot. How would you teach
Yeah.
that? Like, how would you, like, if you had saw that, how would you sort of swap that around? Would it just be the foot position mainly?
In this front pose in particular, or just like in general?
Just in when you see girls doing the side on leg.
Right. So what I like to do, like, firstly, I'll just kind of, like, without telling them, I'm just kind of analyzing their shape before you even begin. And then I pop them into, I have like a framework of how I like to build a front pose. It's just like this step-by-step way to build it. And then from there, I adjust it based on what I'm seeing. So I always get the girl to start with her foot on a 45 angle. And then from there, either I'll turn it more forward or I'll turn it more side on, just depending on what her shape needs. But it's a good starting point just to have it on that 45 and see, like, where's my strengths right now, where's my weaknesses, and then can adjust from there.
Yeah, right. Okay, interesting. Yeah, because I mean, tough one standing there against Matilda with that structure, but I definitely think she could improve a lot with just standing differently.
Yeah, but if you look here, she's got her foot angled forward now.
Yeah, okay. And there's more quad as well popping out as well.
So this is where it gets tricky, because
Which
you
one
want to
is
make
which?
sure, yeah, you want to make sure that you're showing your best pose consistently, especially being like a first timer on stage or being a junior. It's really hard to, like, kind of dial into your footwork rather than get, like, overstimulated, overwhelmed. So make sure as soon as you get on stage, literally, like, your only main job in that first couple seconds is just nail your front pose.
Yeah,
That's it. Then it's just Simon Says from there.
yeah, for sure. But honestly, yeah, super impressive, Matilda. She's only 20. I'm looking at her Instagram. She's only 20.
I mean,
So,
both of these girls look really great though. I love the presentation, love the
yeah.
bikinis. They are beautiful.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay,
It's
cool.
hard going on stage with just one other person.
Yeah. Yep.
That is
It's
hard.
definitely not like a true experience. Like, it's not competing. You know what I mean? It's not truly
right.
a competitive experience. So I'm sure she did the other classes. Let's have a look. But yeah, and anyway, the placing is just based off of density. She's just bigger, more muscle. And
Sorry. I'm looking ahead here. We've got Miss Tanya Road back in here.
oh yeah, sneaky.
Oh no, I think she's from WA, isn't she?
I don't know. I just felt like saying sneaky.
She's back. Okay, so Masters, we have first place Eleanor, second place Tanya, third place Lisa.
Let's see here. All right, let's see when they move them around here. Yeah, I mean, you can see that there. It's just the fullness. Eleanor's fullness was straight off the bat, and that front pose, huge standout on that in that lineup.
That's beautiful.
So look at this rear wall. Yeah, fullness and roundness in the glutes. Did Tanya get leaner from the Vicks? She looks leaner.
Either she is, or the lighting's really different.
Yeah. I remember last season when we were talking about this show, and then it wasn't that they came in less conditioned, but they definitely looked different. These girls, these Western Australian girls, looked different on the Melbourne show stage. I just remember looking out for particular girls in particular, and why did I say particular twice? Anyway, and just noticing that about that, just the stage lighting must be quite harsh here, or at least like more down. Like if it's more angled down, it shows like different things than if it's angled at you. So yeah, interesting. I wonder what she did though. Tanya, if you're listening, let us know what you did for between shows and what the feedback was too. I'm keen to hear what the judges were saying.
Yeah, she looks awesome, but she looks really good.
I like that blue. The blue suits her.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
It's really stunning. Her with her features.
It'd be good to see her like blasting full though, because she has so much muscle and she's super peeled. Like she's super, look at the shoulder separation and even in the glutes, like she's got like striations in the glutes. Just want to see it like next level full.
I agree with that.
Okay. True novice. We got Matilda back out. Did Matilda win the overall? Who won the overall?
No.
Oh, no.
There's more yet to come.
Okay.
All right, so first place, True Novice, we got Matilda. Second place, Zumrad. And third place, Lily.
What a cool name.
That's sick.
I wonder if she's related to Tupac.
Yeah. Why not? Making up everyone's backstories.
Hang on, let's
It's the
see.
villain story. Just come to avenge him.
Okay, hang on, why is this not?
Alright, so clear winner here for me was Matilda for sure.
Yep. Yeah, just that structure with that really nice bubbly glute in the front pose, pretty hard to look past. But Lily's got a great. I love that shape of her like lower body.
Mm-hmm.
When you see that nice fullness, like there's a good amount of separation there, but it's not overly dense as well between the quad and ham. Who's the other one? Zumrad. Which one's she here? Oh, on the far right.
She's got the tattoo down the arm.
Oh, yep. Okay, let's see the mover in here.
She's got a very impressive rear shot.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
That's cool.
Yeah, she definitely went up the placings from that pose.
That's very cool.
Yeah, nice round.
She looks awesome. Yeah, she looks really good.
Good structure, nice balance, good condition for bikini.
I like her bikini as well.
Hang on, let's see them. I haven't actually seen her front pose yet. Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's just a step down in proportion, especially in that front pose. Like she needs a little bit more shoulder, and Lily needs a little bit more glutes in that front pose. Top three, the rear pose at the top three is great condition. You look for that fullness, the tie-in to be visible but not fully etched in. But tough gig, Matilda's super balanced, great structure, conditions good. So yeah, it was a pretty solid top three.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. They look really good. That's good placings. All right. Moving on. Novice. Woohoo! Familiar face in here. We got Kaylin in first place, second place Zumrad, third place Lily. So I suppose Matilda didn't do this novice class.
Yeah, which is interesting.
Some people don't like to do novice. I never did novice, actually.
I guess she just wanted to do the first timer, and then that seems like a bit of a coaching call, that one.
Yeah.
And where is the placings here? Oh, there.
So for the first call-outs of novice, go to around 3 minutes and 55 minutes in. 3 minutes, 3 hours. 3 minutes.
3 hours. Quick show, but 3 hours and we're nearly 4 hours, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for men and women.
Okay, so
Kaylin did the Melbourne show, right?
did she?
I swear she did, no?
I don't know. Can't remember. I don't think so.
She didn't?
I don't recall.
I feel like I've seen her face before.
Pretty sure she's Nicole Tan's client.
Oh, maybe that's why. That's why I'm like, oh, I know this girl. Right.
Really impressive when she's in the middle here. The lighting in that middle spot there is definitely giving her an advantage. Like whoever stands in the middle has the best in this stream at least.
This is true.
Really like the round glutes. I'm waiting for them to put Callan in the middle here. Callan? There we go.
I want to see them turn to the rear.
Yeah, it must have looked so different from the judges panel because that front pose on Callan. Yeah, it's sort of like, I know she could look better than that. I'm not sure how or why though. Wow, that's close as well. Oh, it's definitely just the shoulders. Her shoulders are more developed. Yeah, definitely. But this pose here, what do you think about this front pose on Callan?
This is the thing, because like when I see her through her transitions, her ratios look so different to what's presented in the front pose.
Yeah.
Just like a quick little overview, I think, and this happens a lot with competitors, especially, it happens for the first time on stage. I realize this never pops up in people's like posing practice or whatever, but they start hiking up their back shoulder.
Yeah, I was about to say that as well.
They start hiking it up because they're like they're getting tired. They're sort of overcompensating with it. I'd also say maybe slight hyperextension through her knee a little bit.
Yeah, who else was doing that? There was someone else in the other class doing that. It was Lily, I think.
Yeah. You just gotta be wary with it. Like, some
she's not
people
doing it now.
No.
She's all right now. Yeah.
Some people can get away with like locking their knee in and not hyperextending, but sometimes you have to soften it to the point where it looks straight because it'll just bend the other way.
Yep.
I have one knee that hyperextends and one knee that doesn't.
Which one's that?
Fun fact. It's so they both used to hyperextend, but then I got the ACL knee reconstruction.
Oh yeah.
And now it just locks.
They put the padlock on the knee.
Yeah. They said nope. Unsafe. Stop bending that way.
Yeah, I mean, she's lucky. Like, she's obviously got the better physique, in my opinion, of the top three. There's not a question there, but she needs to be careful with how she presents that because she's not showing it as good as it could be. And she's just lucky that the girl in second here doesn't have as much development because she's posing really well, actually. This girl in second, Zumrad, is posing really well for her body. But I know 100% that Kaylin can look way more balanced. You know, her structure's all there, development's all there. So yeah, just be careful of that front. But I see that shoulder there; it's just popping up there. You can see it's like in comparison to the border on the background, it's higher than that side. Like there's a straight line behind.
A lot of people don't notice it until they watch back the show day. They're like, "Oh, what the heck? I've never seen that happen before." And it's literally just your body reacting to being tired. She's
also got those really, really long tie-ins, like Nicole. Nicole has those really long tie-ins. I wonder if it's obviously not a certain exercise. I'm not going to sound stupid saying that, but I wonder why the Asian girls have the longer tie-ins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a genetic thing.
Yeah, that's true. I have noticed that.
Yeah, so just based purely off of physique, I'd say this call out, this placing, she just has the bigger, denser, leaner, fuller, most balanced shape, and rightly so. I mean that rear pose is pretty crazy.
That's awesome.
And we'll see you on the next episode.
Yay! Bye, guys.